Unit 2. Lesson 3. Manchester Evening News. 28th October. Family heroes fight house fire. The Horn family of 33, Green Road had a lucky escape last night when their home caught fire. At 7 p.m., John Horn left Julie, 15, and young Toby, 7, for a short visit to his wife Sarah in hospital. By 7:30, Toby was getting hungry, so Julie started cooking dinner. Then, while she was working in the kitchen, he started to come downstairs. But he fell and hurt himself. Julie ran to help. And while she was helping him, the chip pan got too hot, and the oil caught fire. When she smelt it, she ran back, and made a terrible mistake. She threw water on the oil. It exploded violently, and suddenly everything was on fire. She went to the phone in the hall to call for help, but there was no time, the flames were following her. She carried Toby upstairs to the front bedroom, opened the window and shouted, "Help!" But the street was empty. "I felt really frightened," she said later. But then she had an idea. She quickly ran to her bedroom, found her mobile phone and rushed back past the stairs. Smoke and flames were starting to rise. Her hands were shaking as she called 999 and asked for help. Just then, John returned and saw the fire, and Julie and Toby at the upstairs window. He covered his head with his coat to protect himself and went inside. He ran upstairs to the first floor, broke through the fire there and raced on up to Julie and Toby. But the fire was getting worse, and smoke was coming under the door. John used his coat to stop this. But there was no way back. Then they heard a siren. A fire engine was coming. John shouted. Soon, a ladder was rising towards the window. John passed Toby and then Julie to the firefighter on the ladder. Then he, too, followed. Below, the other men were already fighting the fire. Soon, the police and then an ambulance arrived, and the paramedics gave John first aid for his burns. Later, firefighter Steve Carter, 36, said, "Julie and her dad were heroes. He fought to save his children. And her phone call saved all their lives."